Hey, so it's a little after 10 on a Wednesday? Tuesday? Wednesday, May 20th. Just started my vacation, so I'm planning to do a road trip all the way up to Port Hardy. Uh, is this working? Testing, testing. So it's a sunny May 20th here on the island. I'm stopped by here in Chemainus on the way to Nanaimo. Probably be here for about an hour. I was having the hunger headaches. And it's not my first time being here, but the last time I was here was like 20 years ago. Hardly remember it. Initial drive through and got a mini banh mi. It is a quaint little town. I feel like it's made for tourists though. Tourist season isn't in full swing, but I'll take a walk around here in a minute once I'm done eating. Totally forgot. Banh mi is really good. It's a classic cold cut. I'm not exactly sure what's in the cold cuts, but bun is nice and flaky and toasted. Sauce is nice. Veggies are crunchy. It was about $9 for the mini. It's about this big. I think it's worth it. Okay, so it's about 3 o'clock. Finally made it to Benson Falls or Ammonite Falls. I don't know, Google gives two different names for it. Really dilly-dallied in Chemainus and also had to buy those new kicks since I forgot my hiking shoes all the way in Victoria. Yeah, and also Google brought me to the far parking lot that essentially added like 2 kilometers to the trek, and I'm just not doing that, so I have to drive another 20 minutes to get to the other side. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, here's my new shoes. $30 on from Mountain Warehouse.
About 20 minutes in, I'm already dying. It's a well marked and cleared trail. Problem is, it's a lot of uphill and downhill. Not for the weak of knees. People say it's an easy trail. I would say it's moderate. Okay, so it's about 30 minutes in. I've made it to the creek slash falls. And you see right now the creek is pretty much dried up. I think I'm not even halfway through the trail, but I think I'm gonna turn back. Getting kind of dizzy, and I've almost made it through all my water. As you can see, it's a lot of uphill, downhill. Kind of disappointing, especially when you see so many like older Europeans just breezing past you, but yeah. Made it safely back to the parking lot. It's actually a really nice parking lot for a trail, fully paved. But halfway up the stairs from the creek, I noticed I lost a dead cat for my mic. But if I went back for it, someone would have to call search and rescue for me. So, just sucks the litter on that trail. Gonna probably get something to eat now. Well, after failing to complete the Benson or Ammonite Creek Fall, whatever trail, what better way to swallow the taste of defeat than with a little bit of barbecue from Smokin George's Barbecue here in Nanaimo. It was surprisingly almost right beside the trail, like 7-minute drive away. Here, it's located like in a industrial park. Just ordered a brisket sandwich with soup and a side of sausage and a drink. It was like $33. That's about the same. It's about the same price as Victoria Barbecue. Okay, here it is. When I said it's about the same price as Victoria Barbecue, maybe it's a little more expensive. We'll see how good it is, and especially like that side of sausage for an extra $5. Okay, first few bites. Potato and leek soup, super potatoey, super leaky. Sausage kind of reminds me of smoked salmon flavor. Brisket, it's okay. It just has brisket, barbecue sauce, and bun. Could use a bit of slaw. Okay, about halfway in, I'm super obsessed with the soup. It is so good. That sausage, it's actually pretty damn unique. I bet they smoke it the same way like smoked salmon is made. The sandwich is pretty disappointing, but I don't really like brisket unless the fatty part, and unfortunately they cut all the lean part for me here. It's just like a little bit of fat. It's also missing a bit of condiments on it. So it's just brisket, bun, and barbecue sauce, but it is going to fill me up. but I'm a small guy with a small appetite. Okay, so I'm back in the car. Debrief on Smokin George's barbecue. I don't want to sound. This isn't an insult to like the barbecue place, but like the best thing I had there was soup. That was like super good, potato and leek soup. The sausage, super unique. I thought it wasn't worth $5 at first, but I think it's definitely worth the $5 for how unique that sausage was. I would say most people would like that brisket sandwich. I just don't like the lean part of brisket, and unfortunately that's all I got in that brisket sandwich. Yeah, looking back on it, it would probably be a better deal to get like their platters, which would come with more food and would probably be around the same price. But I just wasn't in the mood for it, and I kind of wanted soup. So maybe that's the reason. I was in the mood for soup. Maybe that's the reason why I think the soup was the best part. Well, now that I'm done, I'm gonna go check into my motel. It's only like 5:30, but it feels like a very long day. I got here to my motel, Travelodge, by W something, I don't know. Let's take a look. Okie dokie, here's my room. This place was only like $100 a night, and I don't think it's too shabby. I mean, for most of my trip up to Port Hardy and back, I'm gonna be quote-unquote slumming it in the cheapest motels I can find, which is like around $110 a night. And like the reviews ain't that great, but I've stayed in way worse than this. Obviously, we'll take a walk on the outside, and it's super dated outside, but like this carpet's pretty bad, but as long as the bed's clean and the washroom's clean, I'm happy. Okay, my legs are still shot, but gotta make the most of my time here in Nanaimo. Gonna head over to the Nanaimo estuary. It's supposedly a really easy walk since it's mostly flat, but I'll also show you guys the rest of the motel. Yeah, it's pretty dated on the outside, but at least the rooms are nice. Okay, so here we are at the estuary. I don't think it's a very popular place to go to in Nanaimo. Like, most of Nanaimo, the roads are really nice. You can essentially speed down 100 kilometers almost everywhere here. But the roads coming down here, rough. And there's barely any signage. Actually, there's like no signage for this place except when you get here, there's that. But it's a nice open area. Looks really nice. Even the drive in with the bad roads, you can see the major part of the river going down. Really nice drive. Okay, so like the main attraction of this place is supposed to be that there's a bunch of birds around. I'm talking kind of loud, so I'm probably scaring them, but even then, my lens isn't really made for wildlife. It only goes up to 105. Let's see if I can get any though. There's my first bird. I can actually hear birds everywhere around here. There's some flying around. It's just really hard to capture. Oh god, autofocus. Oh, it's gone. Seeing like a wide open nature area without any trees, and it's just flat grassland with water running through it. It's so rare for me to see. Like most of the nature reserves I've seen is just forest. Forests are marshland with like tall reeds that you can't see over. This is, and anytime you see like flat grassland, it's usually just farmland. And then there's birds. You can hear them singing everywhere. Bird sighting number 3. Let's see if I can get closer. I'm not sure if this camera can capture it, but there's actually a ton of small birds flying around that bush. And in all this grassland, there's a bunch of flowing rivers. Apparently they removed a bunch of berms and dikes that restricted the flow. So this is really pretty. I just missed it, but there's around 20 to 30 birds that just flew into that tree there. You can't even see them. There's your standard Canadian gooses. Yeah, I can actually see why this place isn't that popular. There isn't that many trails. I think I've more or less finished in less than 15 minutes. And I get why they don't want to build trails that far into the estuary. But yeah, it's a nice little place to visit for a quick trip, but it is kind of out there. So it's only it's not even 7 o'clock, it's like 6:45. The walk along the estuary didn't take nearly as much time as I thought it would. Oh, apparently you can kayak on this river here. The car next to me is just loading up their kayaks. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I guess I'll walk the waterfront of the Nanaimo downtown area. And there's the river proper going into the estuary. A little bit further down, there's even like a rope for kids to jump into the river. It was probably just me taking Victoria for granted, but I find the walk along the Nanaimo waterfront is way more enjoyable.